So, hello friends, today we have Chirag with us. He had applied for BBA LLB honors course for the
Yes.
Christ University and he got shortlisted for the same. So, Chirag, tell us something about how did your interview was at Christ University? How did it started?
First of all, they asked me to introduce myself and my city, and then they asked me. Then they gave me the topic of some. Then they gave me an MP topic about topic that should children have to adopt the habit of reading newspaper daily or not. So I said yes. And then they asked me that do you read newspaper daily? So then also I said yes. Then they asked me about something news of my city Surat. I told them, and after that they asked me some things about my GK, in which it includes the Surat Commissioner, Gujarat Commissioner, and for what your city is being populated or being favorable. So I told them that Surat is a textile city and the diamond city.
Okay, so Chirag, like first of all, tell us that how did you introduce yourself in the interview?
So I told that my name, then I told about my family, that my father is a textile owner and my mom is a housemaker. And after that, I told them about my academics, my 10th and 12th grade result, and then told that yes, I am studying in 12th right now, CBSE board, and about my extracurricular activity, and that's all for me.
So tell us something about your micro presentation. How was your micro presentation? What instructions were given by them to you?
For a micro presentation, they gave me 40 seconds to get prepared, and they asked me to take reference, and they also said me to get bullet points in a notebook. So I did that.
Okay, so you guys were allowed to take the reference from your mobile phones and even to make the notes for your micro presentation.
Yes.
And for how much time did you speak on your micro presentation?
They told me about 1.5 minutes with 90 seconds, and probably I think that I said about for 110 seconds.
So any counter question on your micro presentation?
Yes, they asked me about that. Do you read newspaper daily? So I said yes, and then they asked me about some current affair and then news of my Surat city.
Okay, so after your micro presentation, what was the another question that was asked by them?
They asked me some terms about GK, that if you are Surat and Surat is in Gujarat, so who is Gujarat Commissioner, Surat Municipality Commissioner? So I told them.
So you knew about them, or did you not know the name of the commissioner?
No, I tell the.
You were prepared
Yes,
for
yes,
it.
yes.
Okay. So after your Surat city's GK, what was the next question by them?
They asked me that are you preparing for CLAT exams? So I said yes, and they asked me about my term of contract, that like consideration and mens area.
Okay, so like they were more focused towards your CLAT
Yes.
preparation. Okay, so what did they ask more in the?
They also asked me about the difference between the fundamental rights and fundamental duties. So I told it was not so good in this topic because I was not prepared for fundamental duties. But okay, it was 50-50.
So what was the most difficult question you faced in your interview?
The most difficult was the consideration and the mens area.
Okay,
Because I
so
was not prepared at all, and
okay,
yes.
so you found the CLAT questions more challenging rather than your whole
Yes.
interview. Okay, so how were the panelists? How many panelists were there,
There
and
were
how
two
what
panelists.
how was their nature in the same?
There were two panelists, one male and one female, and they were chilled out, not so common and not so informal. They were just sitting and asking me about things.
Okay, so what do you think? How did your interview went, and what the things they were focusing on?
Interview went, I cannot say the whole 100%, but it was like 60-40, because in some area I got lag, but when also in some area I got excellent. So yes, it was 50-50, 60-40.
Okay, so any advice you would like to give the viewers that how should they prepare for the interviews?
First of all, the introduction part is not so being seen by them. Not also the extracurricular activities. Just like I have done, so they are okay. If I'm not, then also they are okay. Not so good, not a big deal. But they are more focused on GK and the course which you are preparing for.
Okay, so you guys should have the knowledge about the course you are applying
Yes,
for, and
yes.
you should be updated about the general knowledge
Yes.
which is happening around that.
Yes, yes.
So basically, they were trying to see your confidence and the ability to measure the handle. Yes. Okay. So Chirag, any other things you would like to share about your interview?
For BBLLB, I said that if they ask us that you are in 12th and you have chosen commerce, so what are the terms of commerce or what is your favorite subject? So we have to prepare for it.
Okay, so they did they ask you about your favorite subject?
No, not a favorite subject, but they asked me that are you doing commerce? And I said yes. Then they asked me about the economic term, that is what is the demand curve.
Okay.
So I tell them, yeah.
So like they didn't ask you much about your academic
Yes, yes,
question. Okay, Chirag. So Chirag, thank you for the
Welcome.
reviews, and we hope the best for your future. Thank you.